Hello there. Thank you so much for another opportunity that you've given me to be on your screens. Thank you very much. A big congratulations to our dear students who just finished with their BEC exams recently. We are so proud of you and we can't wait to hear your results. I know you guys are actually going to come out with flying colors. Thank you once again for giving me the audience. Today's message is entitled, "What next after your exams?" What do you do? Do you just stay at home sleeping and eating all day long? Adidas. Do you just go about moving from one place to the other visiting friends? Or do you go around partying here and there? Have you thought of it? On the other hand, there is something else you can do to utilize your time by acquiring another knowledge or skill. Have you considered that? Stay tuned to this channel. Go nowhere and I'll be back. Welcome back to the channel. As I said earlier on, today's message is titled, "What next after your exams?" A rolling stone gathers no moist. Make hay whilst the sun shines, is being said. So what do? As I said before I went for a break. We live in a complex and diverse society. Therefore, it's vital to acquire some sort of skills to add up to your school knowledge or certificate. Skills are what makes you confident and independent in life and are therefore essential for success. It takes determination and practice to be able to master something that you are not used to. But one thing is assured, that is, any skill can be learnt or be improved upon. What is a skill? One would ask. A skill is a type of work or activity which requires special training and knowledge. So my dear BEC candidate, my dear WASSCE candidate, or any other person who has written an exam and is actually waiting for the results to be in to be able to decide which school to go next. From now till the result comes in, what do you do with your time, as I asked you earlier on? If you have not considered acquiring a skill, I would urge you to do so. Please, consider doing that. Consider doing that. My dear parents who are actually watching this video as well, please, if the means is there, try to enroll your ward in a computer lessons. That child can use that period to acquire a knowledge in IT, computer software. Before the result comes in, the child will be open to something else, and this is going to enhance the child's chance of getting a job after school education. Please, you would also know that there are different types of apprenticeship: hairdressing, barbering, fitting or mechanic, carpentry, and so on and so forth. That mason who is working on the building in your area, that uncle, that friend of yours in the church, in the community who is an electric engineer, why don't you talk to the person? Why don't you talk to that painter? Why don't you talk to that baker? Your child can actually use this period to learn something from that person. And don't you think it's actually vital? It is going to be of importance to you, the parent, and the entire family as well. Because at the end of the day, when the results are in and that child goes to school, the child has this kind of skill that is actually going to be part of him or her for the rest of his or her life. So please, if you have not considered doing this, have a second thought about it. Talk to your child and get them occupied by doing something. Don't forget that the devil finds work for the idle man. As they are in their houses doing nothing, talking on the phone, being on social media, Snapchat, Facebook, WhatsApp here and there, that is when most people are open to bad friends. That is when most people are open to peer pressure here and there. You'll be going to work and everywhere daily basis, leaving your ward home. Do you know whom he or she is talking to? Do you know what activity or what he or she is watching on social media? You have no idea. So why don't we get them occupied as they sit to wait for their results? Let's just get them enrolled to acquire a skill, and it will be of help to the entire community. I would want to share 5 advantages of skill acquisition with you. 1. It helps to improve one's quality of life. 2. Employment opportunities. Of course, you will bear with me that when it comes to the services, that is the military, fire service, police, immigration, if you have a skill, your chances of being enrolled is higher than one who only has school certificate. So it actually gives you a higher chance of being employed as to be compared to somebody who doesn't have any skill apart from the school certificate. It's a means of survival. Let's say that you've been able to acquire a skill and you know how to repair electric appliances, and you are in a community or in a house whereby somebody's blender is broken down. You will be able to use the opportunity to fix it for the person. And as it's being said back home, sharp, you'll be able to fix it and you'll be able to get your money tax-free, and you can be able to survive even if you are not employed at that moment. And then another point is it helps to improve your knowledge. Yes, it actually helps you improve your knowledge. The next one is self-employment. When you have acquired a skill, you can be your own boss. Yes, you do not work for anybody. You become your own boss. And one vital point about being self-employed is that you have the opportunity to be able to pass on the knowledge that you have acquired onto someone else. So my dearest parents, are you called to you for how far you've brought our future leaders, our BEC candidates and our WASSCE candidates? But it's also vital that you give them the opportunity to acquire a skill. As they stay at home and wait for their results, it's actually going to help us. You'll be surprised when I share with you something that I chanced upon on Google concerning skill acquisition and education. And it was stating here that skill acquisition is actually far better than education. Stay glued as I share with you. Google was actually talking about productivity, and it states that, I quote, "A person who has gone through practical training, has acquired skills, is very much productive than one who just acquire a college certificate, because he or she can get things done sharply without recourse to big textbook or encyclopedias." It is a fact. I don't need to explain into details. As a teacher myself, I would say that education is really good. Yes, when you get opportunity to be educated, grab it and utilize it. But education is not all. Education shouldn't be all. We should be able, as parents, help our wards to be able to acquire a skill. But hey, hold on a moment. Education plus skill shouldn't be the end of the story. You could have education and skill and you cannot still be successful in life. But if you have education, you have a skill, and you know the Lord Jesus Christ as well, wherever you go, you would always be on top, and your permanent position is actually going to be upwards and forward. So please, in as much as we look for education and in as much as we look for skill, we shouldn't forget the God factor about it as well. Education, skill plus Jesus will take you to your destination. It will take you up and higher to the level that you least anticipated. I am done with my message today. After your exams, what's next? Before I end my video, I would like to use this opportunity to send some shout outs to a few people. I want to send a shout out to Dr. Papaya Ewuku Bekwe, Dr. Na Ayoko Reshta, and another shout out to all teachers and students of Rising Sun Montessori School, Ghana, Dome, and all the ones in Central Region and everywhere. Another shout out to Villac International School, Accra, Neoplan, Achimota. Shout outs to Jesus and Mary School teachers and students, Achimota Mile 7. And another shout outs to Victoria International School teachers and students, Abelempe, Accra. Shout outs to British Columbia College, all teachers and students there. Shout outs to every other BEC candidate and all the WASSCE candidates as well. We are so proud of you and we can't wait to join you to celebrate as you come out with flying colors. But please, and please once again, from now till when your results comes in, let us all try to do the right thing at the right time and at the right places. If it is possible, if your parents can afford, please try and acquire a skill. Thank you so much for staying glued to the channel. Please don't forget to comment. You can drop me your questions in the comment section down there. And please press on the bell button so that anytime I upload a video, you can be notified. And please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I need your subscription so that together we can grow this channel. Thank you so much for the audience once again. I will see you next time in a new video. But before then, stay blessed. Shalom. Bye bye.